Joel Ambrose was one of the best, if not the best athlete at Amesbury High School from 1966 to 1970. Joel lettered in football, basketball, and track. The students of his class named him best athlete for the class of 1970. In the Newport News, he was named best all-around most valuable player for the 1969-1970 school year, along with Jerry Mondalto and Julia Kulik. Joel loved competing in sports at Amesbury High School. He loved working out and practicing year-round. He enjoyed the strong bonds and friendships formed with teammates, especially working towards the goal of winning, performing at their highest levels. Joel played basketball for 3 years and lettered his sophomore and junior years. He scored 43 points his junior year. Head football coach Doug Wood commented, "Joel was one of the premier athletes in Eastern Mass during the late 60s and early 70s, excelling in football and track. In fact, he was one of the top running backs that I ever had the pleasure of coaching." Joel felt that Coach Wood had the most impact on him. Coach Wood gave the most emotional and inspirational halftime speeches. "He taught me toughness, a work ethic, a competitive attitude, and to give my best effort in practice. In games and on every play, Coach kept taps on me to make sure that I didn't get in trouble and helped me when I did. Coach had that look that accounted for me staying on the straight and narrow most of the time." In track, Joel lettered all 4 years and was a co-captain his senior year. As a freshman, Joel showed great promise as a sprinter and as a high jumper. He led the team in scoring his sophomore, junior, and senior years. He also led the team to winning seasons. That hadn't been done since the great Burke Fecto was the coach. In dual meet competitions, he was undefeated in the 100, 200, and high jump his senior year. He still owns the record in the 220 at 21.6 seconds. He had the record in the 100-yard dash at 10.0 seconds, the high jump at 6'3.5", and was part of the 220 relay team. He was the Northeastern Conference champion in the 220 and high jump and held the record for these events. To many, Joel was one of the best football players to come out of Amesbury during the late 60s. In football, he played 4 years and lettered 3 years. He was a leading scorer both his junior and senior years. Ambrose began his high school career as an end. In his sophomore year, when playing against Woburn, he was shifted to halfback position and rewarded his coach with a dazzling 83-yard touchdown run. Needless to say, he never returned to the end position. Many outside correspondents felt that Ambrose just had an average junior year. However, they did not know at the time that he was hampered with injuries. He still made the All-Northeastern Conference team as a defensive player. In Jack Bose's opinion, a writer for the Amesbury News, Joel was one of the finest running backs in the conference that year, bar none. Joel had an outstanding senior year in football. He led the team in scoring with 94 points. After a game against Swampscott in the early season, Boston College head coach Joe Ukika looked at the game and people thought he was looking at a Swampscott player. But after viewing the film, he was particularly interested in Joel. In fact, he offered Ambrose a 4-year scholarship to the Heights. With encouragement from former AHS and Syracuse great Murray Johnson, Joel eventually chose a 4-year scholarship to Syracuse University to play football. Joel's best game was against Gloucester in a 30-28 win. He put on a devastating power display as he scored all 30 points in the win. This game was a highlight for him. He said he had great blocking all day and was ecstatic to score, but even happier that his team won the game. By the end of the season, he had accumulated a number of awards on the football field. He was named to the Boston Globe second team All-Scholastic and Class B team. He was selected to play in the Harry Aganis All-Star Game. He earned the Tazaneri Award. He was selected to the 1970 Sunkist High School All-American Honorable Mention team. For his career at AHS, Joel had 22 touchdowns and 10 point-after touchdowns. Local lore maintains that he still holds the record for time scaling to the top of the Josiah Bartlett statue in the front of the library. This record will not be on his plaque. Congratulations to inductee Joel Ambrose, class of 1970.
Ladies and gentlemen, with his sponsor, Doug Wood.
So I'm very happy to be here tonight. I would like to congratulate my fellow inductees. It's an honor to be inducted with a group of such talented athletes and coaches. Thank you to Sam Wilmot and the committee for establishing the Amesbury High School Hall of Fame. It's really a tribute to the sport Amesbury has always given to athletics. Doug Wood was my high school football coach my junior and senior year, and Doug had a very positive impact on me in high school. Thank you, Doug. My wife of 38 years, Robin Walker Ambrose, is here tonight. Robin is also from Amesbury, and my sister Joyce and other friends and relatives are here this evening. Thank you for being here to make tonight very special for me. And finally, to my teammates in all the sports in high school, especially to the offensive linemen that opened the holes and made the blocks, thank you. I certainly wouldn't be here this evening without them. Let's go Indians.